Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Module 4. This module is titled Revision, and the goal of this module is to revise your rough draft of your research essay. So I'm going to talk you through this assignment sheet and talk you through the breakdown and go over some last-minute announcements, and we'll get started with the module. So this module is different. Just to make a note, if you're looking on your syllabus, so we are behind a week. So we've extended the last module a week, and then we're extending this module another week to make up for the time that my son was in the hospital and we got behind. And there's an asterisk right here. So I'll get to that in just a second, but if you're already thinking about how this might interfere with your Thanksgiving plans, we'll get there in a second. Okay, so it goes through weeks 11 and 14, and the main goal is to address your rough draft individually via yourself, and then corporately through peer revision. You're going to engage in revision strategies, and then you're going to use those strategies to strategically revise your essay to ensure the clearest and most effective communication of your research. So understanding what revision is going to be the key to doing well in this module. Revision is not editing. There's a difference, and a lot of times I see students don't know that difference, or it's not been communicated to them in the past. So I'm going to stop right here and just kind of go over the difference. So revision literally means to see again. So when you're revising something, you are re-seeing it in a new way. So that entails adding new information. That entails maybe adding new sources. It also could mean cutting sources, cutting sections of the paper that don't work well. Rewriting portions of the paper, reforming your thesis, reconstructing your conclusion. This is real work. You're continuing to write the essay. So remember when we talked about the rough draft, we talked about it being this really crappy version of information that you're pouring out onto paper, right? It's just you getting your ideas down. It's you putting your research down. So when we revise that, we are writing the real paper. So the draft is just getting all of that stuff out to where you can then pull from it and put it where it needs to go in the final version. It's kind of like the rough draft is building up your toolbox. You're getting your research, you're getting your own thoughts out, you're getting your sources out, you're getting all of that situated, all of that to where you can easily reach for it and then put it where it needs to go in order to build your final essay. All right, so I hope that metaphor makes sense. So revision is not correcting grammar, adding in citations, fixing spelling, minor punctuation problems. Those are editing strategies. So editing comes right before you turn something in. You look back over it, make sure the grammar's working, make sure you're not using commas everywhere, make sure that everything's spelled. That comes later. Revision is still in you're still hands in this paper, working it into what it needs to be. So while you are revising, that's not to say that you can't fix grammar problems. I don't want you to hear me say that. If you see it, then fix it. But that's not the focus. I need you to know that the focus of this module is to be rewriting, reworking, rethinking these parts of your essays that we're going to talk about. Okay, so here's what we're going to do in this module. Number one, we're going to write a brief reflection to our essay. It's sort of this decompression. It's like 4 or 5 questions. You're going to think about your own essay. You're going to think about the places that you already know need work. Next, we're going to engage in peer review, and we're going to leave feedback for each other in the discussion board in which you turned in your rough draft. So that's why that's a discussion board, because it's easier to access everyone's essay on that platform on Canvas. So we'll get to that but that's what you'll do secondly. And then thirdly, you're going to complete a reverse outline in which you will outline your proposed revised essay, and then you'll create a revision plan for successfully implementing those revisions. And then, of course, you will revise. So we have 4 weeks to do these things. The first week, week 11, it's going to span through November the 1st through the 7th, the due date being November 7th at our usual time. You'll watch the intro video, this video. You'll watch beginning your revision. I'll talk about your reflections and your goals. There is a portion in the textbook that talks about assessing your own writing, which you will read, and then you will complete the reflection. 4 or 5 questions. I really want this week to sort of be a breather for you, give you a little bit of a break, a little bit of time to get away from your paper. That way you can think about it more clearly when we come back to it. The next week, week 12, spans from November 8th through November the 14th. And I'm checking these dates to make sure because this semester has been crazy. The due date ending on that Sunday. At our usual time, you'll watch revision strategies, and then you'll watch the peer review instructions. Then there's a portion in your textbook that talks about engaging peer review and receiving peer review. So you'll read that, and then you will complete your peer response. So week 13 is when we actually start revising, making plans, strategically thinking about what to do with our rough draft. I hope the previous 2 weeks gives you enough of a break to come back to it, for you to look at it more clearly. You've got feedback from me. You will have had feedback from your peers. And hopefully now you're ready to engage in that strategic revision. So you'll watch reverse outlining. I'm going to walk you through how to do that. It's very simple. You'll watch another video where I talk about ways to revise your thesis if you need to, ways to make sure you're integrating quotes well, and making sure that you are citing your sources in text via the MLA format. So that'll be a video for you to watch and implement in your essay. You'll finish up the textbook section of getting response and revising, and then you will complete your reverse outline and revision plan, and then you can start revising that week. The next week, week 14, is November the 22nd through the 28th, and that is the week of Thanksgiving. The due date here is set for that Sunday at 11:59 p.m., and you'll have to turn in your revised essay. So there's nothing else for that week except your essay that's due. And I might upload a video that kind of gives you some more tips, or, whatever I think that you need at that point. But I want to address the Thanksgiving week due date. So technically, USM's holiday for Thanksgiving is that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that's the 24th through the 26th. But my original plans on the syllabus were to give you this week, the whole week, because you might have other classes that have you do things. And of course, family is the most important thing. I think it is for me, and I know for a lot of you it is too. But because of what happened earlier this semester, we got behind, and it was unavoidable in order to give you enough time to revise your essay well. I wanted to give you all week off while also giving you the appropriate amount of time that I think you deserve to revise your essay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unofficially extend your revision deadline to Wednesday, December the 1st. So I'm just going to give you 3 extra days to get your revision in. Module 5 is going to open on November 29th, but just know that you have until Wednesday, December 1st, to get your revised essay submitted. And I want you to know that I do sincerely apologize for making a big portion of your, hang on, I think I have to sneeze. Okay, I apologize. So I do want you to know that I am really sorry about having to put your revision due right after the week of Thanksgiving. It's important for me to know that you have time off, to know that you are taking care of yourself and that you're taking care of your family, and that you're getting a break. That is important to me. and I want you to know that. But this was just unavoidable, and I hope that giving you an extra 3 days so that you can actually take the USM holiday and like not do anything, I hope that it does help. It's not ideal for me. I know it's probably not ideal for you, but I do hope that that helps, and that's really the best I can do right now. But we're almost done. You're almost there, and guys, we got like, I don't know, like 6 weeks left, and you're done. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So after this module, you're going to module 5, and that's it. So you'll spend 4 weeks here in these modules, and then you'll move to module 5. So before you move to module 5, you will have written and revised your research essay. You will have engaged in peer review. You will practice assessing your own writing and practice revision strategies. What you can look forward to in Module 5 is that it's the last module, it's your final exam, and you have 2 weeks to do it, okay? So we'll get there, but basically in Module 5, all you'll do for me is you will write a reflection essay that's very brief that talks about how you met the course outcome goals, how you grew as a writer and a communicator and a researcher, how you feel or how you think these skills will transfer into your career and collegiate goals. Then you'll choose a piece of writing other than your revised research essay that demonstrates your growth as a writer, and you'll put it all in one document along with your revised essay, and you'll submit it, and you will be done for me. So again, if you have any questions or concerns about this module or about where you are in the course, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I want to help you succeed. That is my goal. That is my job. And we're so close to the finish line. So let me know how I can better support you as we cross that line together. All right, happy revising, and I'll see you guys in the modules.